Hey, Daniel, welcome to Kansas State. Can you tell me what went into your decision-making process to leave Illinois and come finish out your career here?
What went into my decision making process?
Yeah, why'd you decide on the Wildcats?
Yeah, last year was a year first with the pandemic and quarantine and everything changing, and it's really hard to think that a year ago today I was still at USC, and so um, the way everything played out, um, I've been through so much in my career and fighting to get the opportunity to play my last year, not knowing that not knowing if we were going to play or not in the Pac-12 is what led me to Illinois, and then getting there and our season getting canceled and put back on. And then our whole coaching staff ended up getting fired. And so change has been just this constant for me. And I feel like I'm somebody that's persistent. And when I figured out our coaching staff got fired, I was like, man, I need to make sure that I'm finishing my career the way that I know I can. And that's ultimately what led me here.
Is there anything about Kansas State's system, the way they use tight ends, that seems especially appealing to you?
Yeah, I love the fact that it's a pro style offense. It's an offense that really prepares you for the next level. Multiple tight end sets, a lot of shifts and trades and motions. And Coach Mess, as a play caller, he's known for just putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers, and getting to put my hand in the pot and be a part of what we're building here it was an opportunity I don't think I could have passed up.
And I don't know, all the details about your injury history, but how hard has it been for you to stay healthy, and are you feeling good right now?
I feel good. Yeah, I feel great.
Okay. All right. Short and sweet. Thanks, man. Welcome to K-State again.
Appreciate it.
Fitz?
How difficult has this been, man? I mean, you bounce from LA to Champaign to now Manhattan. It's got to be a real challenge for a young guy.
Yeah, I mean, I think my faith in God is what's sustained me, honestly. I don't really think of it as this massive difficulty, but it's something that's refined me a ton, and it's forged this character in me. And it's been such an enriching experience, man, honestly. And I wouldn't trade my journey, as unconventional as it might seem to whoever else, for the world. Truly, this game has afforded me this opportunity to see the country, to get to be teammates and brothers with all types of people, to have a ton of stories that I could tell and relate with people for the rest of my life. And so it's something that I'm truly so grateful for, and something that I appreciate. Not so much look at as this challenge, but I mean, me now versus me coming out of high school, I think I've grown a lot. Being able to be in a place that's like, I'm still not close to home where I'm from in Atlanta, but knowing how to be in a place and take care of myself, and just do the things that I know I need to do. I'm grateful for it, because I've learned it all along the way.
LA, Atlanta, Manhattan, Kansas, all very similar places. Third offense that you've had to learn, which sounds awful difficult, but that's got to really expand your knowledge of football to have that much kind of thrown at you in a short period of time.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I appreciate that as well. It's all a part of the rich experience that I was kind of talking about, because at this time last year at USC, Coach Harrell, the air raid, going to Illinois, they run more of the Rich Rodriguez system, with the options and zone reads and things like that. And coming here to like a true pro style offense, it's the first time I've ever had to be in a huddle before, and so it's cool. It's like I love learning, and I love being able to expand just my knowledge base and build on what I have already done.
Yeah, Kellis kind of asked you about you fitting into this offense, but did you look at what they did with Briley Moore, a guy that was in a similar situation to you in 1 year, and how well he was used?
Yeah, I did. I looked a lot into that. I was really impressed on film. Briley's just an amazing football player. Um, Getting to watch him, he plays with grit, tenacity, and he moves really well for his size. And watching him in all the game cut-ups and film that myself and Coach Mess watched while I was in the portal, definitely it gave me this picture of, man, like I feel like I could do the same thing. I feel like I can fit in a similar way he can, but different, because we're totally different players. But I got a lot of admiration and respect for Briley. He's actually training at the same facility as my brother, so we've communicated a little bit, and looking forward to get more time with him in the future.
Appreciate it. Nice to meet you, and welcome to K-State.
Thank you, man.
John?
Yeah, Daniel, how would you say your skill set as a tight end compares to, say, Briley Moore, who K-State fans watched last year?
It's hard because, me and him didn't really get to play here at the same time. So all I know is what I've got to see from the games and the clips and the film and everything. But I mean, I feel like I'm impact player in the run game, impact player in the pass game. I feel like for me, I'm going to try to stretch the field and win one-on-ones, and try the best I can to own the middle of the field, move the chains, try to be a threat in the red zone, win a lot with my hands. But Riley's just a ball player, and he loves, it seems like he's tenacious, and he wants to win. And I would put myself in that same classification.
Throughout your career, how tough have the injuries been to deal with, and how much do you feel like that's held you back at times?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because, nobody really knows my story unless you've talked to me, and I got hurt at USC. That's pretty much the only injury I've had, and I've never really spoke publicly on my pain or anything that I've been through, but it's been probably the same answer that my man asked me earlier about how tough has it been going from just the journey, like being in different places, like trying to take good perspective on it. It's helped me grow a ton, and it's something I'm grateful for, and something that I've used and will continue to use to just make me a better person, a better player, not take things for granted. So, but yeah.
And then last thing I was going to ask you, you've been obviously a number of different programs and some big time college football programs. How does what K-State has as far as facilities and kind of infrastructure and everything with the program compare to what you've seen at places like Florida and USC?
How does it compare in terms of?
Yeah, facilities and just what the program's like in general.
Yeah, I mean, I think every program's different. Gosh, I was at Florida and I was basically supposed to be a senior in high school such a long time ago. Hard to remember, really. What I can remember about there, the guys, in terms of the guys I was going against, guys on our team, freaking nature, athletes, totally different vibe. At USC, you're at one of the, blue bloods of college football, insane tradition, insane, just heritage, playing in places like the Coliseum and getting to rub elbows with the Marcus Allens and the Willie McGinnis and people of that nature. It was awesome. And here I just feel like there's just this culture of work, hard work and blue collar attitude. I can appreciate a lot getting to play for somebody like Coach Kleiman, who is he's a different leader because his methods are just I don't know, it's different than anything I've ever been around, and I love it. And so I just think, yeah, this place, it's a grinder type of place. Like, I've never seen so many guys get in extra work. I've never seen so many guys live in the film room. And so I think that would be the biggest difference that I see.